Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mount Vernon. I'm Ed Potita. I'm acting council president this evening. Our mayor is away. Our council president, Daniel Brown, is acting mayor today. Before we begin, just want to go over some housekeeping rules. We have bathrooms on this floor and also on the first floor. There are two exits here, one right here, one in the back. And I would kindly ask if you have your phones on, if you could please turn them off or put them on silent. If we can get started with the Pledge of Allegiance. And let's kick this off with Councilmember Boxell.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, so we will now proceed to our public speakers session. We have 5 public speakers scheduled to speak this evening. If I can ask Leonard Savwer. Are you in the building, Leonard? Server, thank you. Leonard Server, are you here? Leonard Server, is he online? Sarver, thank you. All right, let's move on to, and I'm gonna butcher this name, Ohene Ofori. Are you in the building, Ohene Ofori? Do we have Ohene Ofori online? All right. Alicia Simmons. All right. If you could come on up, tell us your name and your address. And also, you'll have 4 minutes to speak. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, Council. My name is Alicia Simmons. I am the founder and CEO of Homeless Remedies. I'm going to use my 3 minutes to talk about how Homeless Remedy was derived, the work that we're doing in the community currently, and the work we look to do in Mount Vernon with your support. Homeless Remedies was derived through lived experience with my husband and I. We found ourselves part of the homeless population 15 years ago. We transitioned from a vacant building in Harlem to the home we live in Westchester County. That was due to the job program. But before I drill down on that, I want to talk a little bit about how this job program helped not only over 300 individuals in the shelter system when I was overseeing shelters in New York City before I started my own nonprofit. It helped over 300 individuals transition out of shelter, specifically the South Bronx, into permanent housing. I want to back up a little bit because I'll never forget when we got the call for us to get our keys to our home. I held those keys in my hand from Purchase, New York, all the way back to 125th Street. The logo you see there, the hand, that is my actual hand and the key that is currently opening the door to my house today. I must say my husband is really getting on me to get rid of the key, but I am not going to do it. Moving forward, this job program, it is a 12-week program which is currently implemented in Peekskill, New York. Our inaugurational class has 100% employment rate. It is a 12-week program. It is robust, and it helps people identify what they're passionate about and help them monetize those skills. So we're a little bit different than the average job program. It's a very intense, it helps them identify what they're passionate about, what their values are, because we believe what you value and what's important to you interconnect with the work that you do today. And at Homeless Remedies, we want people to help them to create a life that they don't want to escape. And we are here today to ask for your support and funding to implement the job program in Mount Vernon. We have been reaching out to several sources, foundations, but for us to get this job program on the way in Mount Vernon, I was hoping that you guys could provide some type of financial support, and I have a minute left. If you look in the packet, you will see our graduation class and how it was supported in Peekskill. Like I mentioned, we currently have it there in the Fields Library on Tuesday, and we hope to replicate that success here in Mount Vernon.
Can I ask a question? Mr. President?
Typically, no, we have the public speaking session, and then during the council section, you can ask questions of the public speaker. Unless council wants to deviate from that structure.
All right, I mean, if you want to have her back up, that's all right.
Council, are you fine with Councilman Boxell asking him? Okay. I'm sorry, Councilman Boxell.
Thank you. So your other locations, how does the funding work? Poughkeepsie, you said, and
No, Peekskill.
Peekskill.
Well,
sorry.
what we're doing now, we have gotten support through foundations to have it there in Peekskill. We continuing to look for funding. We are a nonprofit 501c3, so I don't need to tell you guys how hard it is to get funding and to, get some sustainable funding.
So you guys don't have any type of government funds, state
Yes,
or?
yes, we,
Okay.
in Peekskill, yes, we do.
Okay.
With the legislators.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to add one more thing, Ms. Simmons.
Please.
I also contacted our constituent services today, and he tried calling you, Eric Crump, so just keep an eye out for his phone call.
Okay,
And thank you for the work that you're doing. I'm president of the Soup Kitchen here in Mount Vernon, and I know how important your work is.
thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Councilwoman Gleason. Next, we have Patricia Wallace. Are you in the building, Patricia? Patricia Wallace, do we have her online, Deputy Clerk? All right,
I'm online.
ask her to.
Thank you for having me. Good evening, everyone.
Ms. Wallace, if you're online, if you could state your name and your address for the record.
Yes, I'm going to do that. I was just saying good evening. My name is Patricia Wallace.
Ms. Wallace going once. Okay.
I'm speaking. You can't hear me?
We hear you now.
We can hear you now.
Okay. My name is Patricia Wallace. I currently reside at 137 South Fulton Avenue in Mount Vernon. My concern this evening is just a follow-up on the cross section of South Fulton and Washington Street, where the motorists, they all come up Washington onto South Fulton, but some doesn't make a right. They go straight across on the other side of Washington. And I've expressed that before on the meeting, but I see that there's no sign that is placed there, and there's gonna be a bad accident one of these days, and we don't need no casualties. So I'm asking if the city council could put a no turn and red sign there, please. Also, the corner of South Fulton and 3rd and 1st Street, the sign is incorrect. It just says Fulton Avenue and not South Fulton. And for people who doesn't live here, it may cause a conflict if they're using directions. And I don't know if anyone could highlight on the bridge that closed on South Fulton below 3rd Street, going to the south of South Fulton, when it will be open, or what is being done to rectify the closure. So those things are just my 3 concerns right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wallace, and council members will comment on your ask during the once we close the public speaking session. All right, our next speaker is Jose Rodriguez. Jose Rodriguez, are you in the building? Jose Rodriguez, are you in the building? Deputy Clerk, do we have Jose Rodriguez online? Okay. Let's go back to the top. Leonard Sarver, is he online? Okay. Oheen Ofori, are you online, Oheen? All right. And going back to Jose Rodriguez, are you online? All right. So now I'll turn it over to my councilmates to give comments. And we'll start with Councilwoman Gleason.
Thank you, Acting Council President. I believe I heard that, the woman who was online is Ms. Wallace is looking for a no turn on red sign. So is that a DPW or public safety? I think that's kind of a combination, right? Okay, I will, look into it with the, Commissioner of DPW. Ms. Simmons, again, thank you so much. I believe that, like I said, I believe Eric Crump left you a message today. So, I also texted him just now. And, thank you for being here tonight and introducing us to your program.
And Councilmember Thompson.
Yes, I concur with Gleason. We have to speak to DPW as well as Public Safety and Code to see about that no turn on red. I know exactly what she's talking about coming up from the hill on Washington as you make that right on to Fulton Avenue. So we'll have to look to see if that's possible, because I know within any traffic study that they've done, hopefully we can get some resolve with that. And Ms. Simmons, thank you so much for this information. I'm going to look more into it. I know funding may be stressed on our part. However, I'll get back to you because maybe we can do some sort of fundraiser to get the word out, ask some of the elected officials around the county what funds are available. So I'll reach out to Tyree Woodson Samuels, also Jamal Bailey, Tubiolo, all of those persons in the county, and see what we can come up with. All right. Thank you so much. That's all I have.
Thank you. And Council President Brown. I'm actually right, but you can't comment. I'm sorry, you were acting mayor. Councilmember Boxell.
Yes, Ms. Simmons, thank you again for coming. Your story is truly inspirational. I mean, the way you were able to overcome that. And what you're doing is God's work, because I can definitely see the need here in Mount Vernon with help with our transient population as well. So I think Derek hit it on the nail with the funding from the county is probably, if we can tap into some of that. If I were you, I would try to set up a meeting with our legislators here in Mount Vernon, Tyree and David Tubiolo, because right now it's doing the budget process. So if they were going to add funding for a particular program, it would be right now. So if you can set up a meeting now, then this would be the perfect time. And the answer on the question about the stop sign was already answered. So that's all my comments, isn't it?
Thank you, Councilmember. Ms. Sims, I echo the comments. Sorry, Ms. Simmons, excuse me. I echo the comments from my council members. Your story is truly inspirational. And I do echo their sentiment. Funding is a little tight here in the city, but there may be more on the county and state level. So please reach out to Senator Bailey, Assemblymember Pretlow, as well as our county legislators. Ms. Wallace, I believe we'll need to do a traffic study. Councilmember Gleason, tell me if I'm wrong, before we figure out if there should be a stop. That we'll have to do a traffic study to figure out if there's a stop sign.
Clear, so I don't want to say yes. I know that after another request regarding some parking signs, that ultimately in certain areas, the police commissioner can make that ultimate decision, but I'm not clear on that yet, so.
Okay.
I'll find out.
Appreciate it. Mrs. Wallace, we will follow up and figure out the appropriate action there. And that's all from my,
Council
Council-
President, can I just
Sure,
make a
please.
statement?
please.
Ms. Simmons, you could also speak to Pam Tarlow in our planning department. She might have funding and planning for this type of program. If not, you can also reach out. Mount Vernon happens to have, two county legislators, Tyree Woodson Samuels and, David Tubiolo. There could be monies at the county that maybe they could connect you with, some of the programs up there to maybe, but again, like, as Councilman Thompson said, our funds right now are very tight. And although it is absolutely needed, you know, if you guys do any free outreach work, maybe you and I can get together on something like that. All right, thank you.
So that concludes our public session, unless there are any other comments from council. All right. And is it the pleasure of council to go right into our referral session, or do we want to take a 2-minute break? Yes. All right, so let's dive on in. Madam Clerk, can we start with the roll call?
Yeah.
Not yet? I take that back. Okay, so let's hit the tally sheet first. We'll start with legislation and public works.
Thank you, Acting President. And item number 1, management services, and ordinance adopting a computer system, security breach notification policy in compliance with New York State Technology Law, Section 208, that is on the agenda. Item number 2, Department of Public Works, an ordinance authorizing the city comptroller to condemn and dispose of certain city-owned police vehicles determined to be junk, that is on the agenda. Item number 3, Department of Public Works, an ordinance authorizing the transfer of funds to support the purchase of 32-gallon trash receptacles for citywide beautification and sanitation improvements. That is on the agenda. Item number 4, Department of Public Works, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute amendment number 4 to the contract with Arcadis of New York, Inc. for sewer engineering services, extending the term through March 15, 2026, and increasing the contract amount by $500,000. That is on the agenda. That is all. Oh, sorry. Oh, God, my clerk would kill me. I have an add-on. Item number 12, Office of the City Clerk, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with General Code, a member of ICC Community Development Solutions LLC, for the ECDOE 360 API service or AI service? API service. That is on the agenda.
Thank you, Councilwoman Gleason. Next, we have Human Resources, Councilmember Thompson.
Thank you, sir, Acting President. I have item number 5 from the Youth Bureau, an ordinance authorizing the attendance at the 53rd Annual Youth Development Leadership Training Conference in Albany, November 19th, 2025. That's on the agenda. Item number 6 from the Youth Bureau, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Westchester Putnam Local Workforce Development Board to accept funds in the amount of $180,000 for the Workforce Development Academy. That's on the agenda. Item number 7 from the Youth Bureau, an ordinance amending ordinance number 13 adopted by the City Council on April 9th, 2025, entitled an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Flying Classroom for the Mount Vernon Youth Bureau Solar Go-Kart Summer Academy. That's on the agenda. I have item number 8 from the Youth Bureau, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Westchester Putnam Local Workforce Development Board for the Youth Employment Program, and that's on the agenda. That's all I have.
Councilmember Thompson, are there any questions? I should have asked this earlier. Any questions for either LPW or Human Resources? Going once, going twice. All right, next we have Public Safety and Codes. If my co-chair could please read this.
He was looking at me. I thought you had already
No.
made an agreement. I'm sorry. Item number 9 is Consumer Protection, September 2025 monthly report. That's for information. Item number 10, for the IDA, Industrial Development Agency, an ordinance to establish business registration requirement for profit business opening within the city of Mount Vernon, and that is on the agenda.
Thank you, Councilmember Thompson. Are there any questions for Public Safety and Codes? Acting President Brown?
Was this item reviewed by council, the legislation, or no? Did you get an opportunity to review this, John?
No, I would like an opportunity to review it.
You would?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, next, sorry, are there any other questions for Public Safety and Codes?
Yeah, that same legislation. Do they have to register regardless, like with the state? And I mean, that's my understanding. All businesses have to register with either between the state or the county. So isn't this kind of like redundant?
The short answer is I'm not sure. That I know we had a process where we were doing this earlier. But I'm not sure if we have to register with the county and state. Councilwoman Gleason?
Yeah, so businesses don't necessarily need to register with the county. I mean, your business, if it's an LLC or a corporation or a limited liability partnership or something like that, is registered with the state because you file your articles of organization, et cetera. But that information isn't relayed down on the city level, right? Communities have used it. It's been successful, especially keeping track of who the business owners. What happens is sometimes an LLC comes in and is doing business, but nobody actually knows who the owner of the LLC is, who they can contact, if they're a bad landlord, they're hiding behind the LLC. So there's reasons to have the legislation. The only real concern that I had was that it wasn't drafted by council, and I would like council to review it and benchmark it against other legislation in other communities to make sure that we have what we need and that everything is legally compliant.
I mean, that makes sense to me. I just, I guess there's no rush to have it on tonight. If we can have a further review, better be right than, just to be on.
Sure. Councilmember Thompson, is it possible that this could be held?
You can actually call for or if you wanted to completely come back, then you hold it. But if you wanted to just give council time to go through it, then you just call for it and it'll be on the first meeting of November.
My sense is that it should be held because it may change once Corporation Council actually looks at it and reads it.
I mean, it's your call.
Well, I'm sitting here, so can you
That's
make a
fine.
motion
I'm
So-
okay with holding it.
to hold it?
I read through it, but I mean, it's different from New Rochelle's, but it's necessary, I think.
Okay, so actually we'll hold this, we'll make the motion when it's on the agenda.
Great.
So we're gonna hold this item, but once we go to the agenda, then we'll make a motion to hold it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, finance and planning.
Number 11. Department of Planning and Community Development, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a 3-year service agreement with Environmental Systems Research Institute for Geographic Information System software. That is on the agenda, and that's all I have tonight.
Any questions for finance and planning? Right. There was a question that I had for 11. We talked about it earlier. Was this bidded out or did it have to be bid out?
Yeah, they answered this question. What did they say again? They sent me a letter confirming that this is a sole source. Yes. I think that we all got the letter. It was sent to the whole body.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you. All right.
Yes, thank you. Oh, should I just say Councilwoman Brown?
Councilwoman Brown is fine.
Thank you, Councilwoman Brown.
Here.
Councilman Box Hill,
Present.
Councilwoman Gleason,
Here,
Councilman Thompson,
Here?
Acting Council President Potteet.
Here.
Thank you.
All right, so now let's go to our agenda.
thank you,
Let's
Acting, oh, are you-
Start off with legislation and public works. Councilmember Gleason.
thank you, Acting President Potteet. Item number one, management services and ordinance adopting a computer system security breach notification policy in compliance with New York State Technology Law, Section 208. So moved.
Second.
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Brown,
Aye.
Councilman Box Hill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Gleason,
Aye.
Councilman Thompson,
Aye.
Acting President Potteet.
Aye.
Item number two, Department of Public Works, an ordinance authorizing the city comptroller to condemn and dispose of certain city-owned police vehicles determined to be junk. So moved.
Second.
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Brown,
Aye.
Councilman Box Hill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Gleason,
Aye.
Councilman Potteet,
Aye.
Acting President Potteet.
Aye for Thompson.
Did you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
throw me off.
Thompson, I'm the acting.
Sorry. Councilman Thompson, you said aye.
Aye.
Acting President Potteet.
Aye.
This is gonna throw me off, sorry.
Item number three, Department of Public Works, an ordinance authorizing the transfer of funds to support the purchase of 32-gallon trash receptacles for citywide beautification and sanitation improvements. So moved.
Second.
We'll turn off my phone. On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Brown,
Aye.
Councilman Box Hill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Gleason,
Aye.
Councilman Thompson,
Aye.
Acting President Potteet.
Aye.
Item number four, Department of Public Works, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute amendment number 4 to the contract with Arcadis of New York, Inc. for sewer engineering services, extending the term through March 15th, 2026, and increasing the contract amount by $500,000. So moved.
Second.
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Brown,
Aye.
Councilman Box Hill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Gleason,
Aye.
Councilman Thompson,
Aye.
Acting President Potteet.
Aye. Next up is human resources.
There's an add-on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. There's an add-on. I apologize. Thank you.
Item number 11, Office of the City Clerk, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with General Code, a member of ICC Community Development Solutions, LLC, for the ECDOE 360 API service. So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Code.
Yes, it's E code. It's a
Ah.
typo. Sorry.
On question?
Code 360.
Hearing none? Roll call.
On the question, I'm sorry, on the
Sure.
question, just make sure that the legislation you're signing
I checked. It's
is
right.
is right.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's all.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Brown,
Aye.
Councilman Box Hill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Gleason,
Aye.
Councilman Thompson,
Aye.
Acting President Potteet.
Aye. Next up, Councilmember Thompson and Human Resources.
Thank you, Sir Acting President. I have item number 5, an ordinance authorizing attendance at the 53rd Annual Youth Development Leadership Training Conference, which will be in Albany, New York on November 19th, 2025. So move.
Second.
On the question? Hearing none, then roll call.
Councilwoman Brown,
Aye.
Councilman Box Hill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Gleason,
Aye.
Councilman Thompson,
Aye.
Acting President Potteet.
Aye.
Item number 6 from Youthborough, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Westchester Putnam Local Workforce Development Board to accept funds in the amount of $180,000 for the Workforce Development Academy for Youth. So moved.
Anybody?
Second?
On the question? Hearing none, then roll call.
Councilwoman Brown,
Aye.
Councilman Box Hill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Gleason,
Aye.
Councilman Thompson,
Aye.
Acting President Potteet,
Aye.
Item number 7 from the Youth Bureau, an ordinance amending ordinance number 13, adopted by the City Council on April 9th, 2025, entitled, "An Ordinance Authorizing the Mayor to Enter into an Agreement with the Flying Classroom, a parent company for the Barrington Irvington Technical Training School." So move.
Second?
On the question?
Just a comment.
Sure, please.
Director Burrell, very excited that we're doing this again this year. And I just want to thank you for being here. Every time you have something on the agenda, you show up and we appreciate it.
Any other questions from council? Roll call.
Councilwoman Brown,
Aye.
Councilman Box Hill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Gleason,
Aye.
Councilman Thompson,
Aye.
Acting President Potteet,
Aye.
Item number 8 from the Youth Bureau, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Westchester Putnam Local Workforce Development Board for the Youth Employment Program grants. So moved.
Second?
On the question? I just want to echo what Councilwoman Gleason said. Director Burrell, thank you so much for what you do. And it's always helpful that we're not tapping into city funding for your services, so thank you.
One more thing on the question. Just like to make a comment.
Please.
To Director Burrell Butler, thank you so much for opening so many nuances for our children. Because we sat here yesterday. I've been doing so much I forgot the day. But we sat here yesterday for our town hall for the youth, and they had some impactful questions for the entire panel. They're so informed, and so many people in our community say there's nothing to do for our young people. I don't know where they're looking. Clearly, they're not looking in Mount Vernon, but there's so much to do in the city of Mount Vernon within our youth bureau. So thank you so much for opening so many new doors for our children to see what tweaks their interests. So thank you so much.
Any other questions from council? Hearing none, then roll call.
Councilwoman Brown,
Aye.
Councilman Box Hill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Gleason,
Aye.
Councilman Thompson.
Let me think about it.
Okay,
No, aye.
Acting President Potteet,
Aye. And that concludes Human Resources. Councilmember Thompson, if you could read Public Safety and Codes.
Sure. Item number 9, Industrial Development Agency and ordinance to establish the registration requirement for for-profit businesses operating within the city. This item is actually going to be held on the floor.
Thank you. And that wraps up Public Safety and Codes. Next is Finance and Planning.
It needs to be,
No, it's,
Councilmember Boxer.
yeah.
but you
Yeah,
have.
so
10?
just
Hold on.
to
Just
be
one more.
clear, item number 10 is under, yeah, it's under Finance and Planning.
It's FP.
Screwed up, huh?
Yeah.
So there's error?
All right.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, if you look at the tally sheet, it's on the Finance and Planning.
All right. Can I continue? Number 10, Department of Planning, Community Development, and ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a 3-year agreement with Environmental Systems Research Institute for Geographic Information System software. So move.
Second.
Hearing none, then roll call.
sorry. Councilwoman Brown,
Aye.
Councilman Box Hill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Gleason,
Aye.
Councilman Thompson,
Aye.
Acting President Potteet.
Aye. All right, so that concludes our legislation agenda. Before we wrap up, are there any closing comments from council? We can start with Acting Mayor Brown.
Thank you. So wanted to, I know there's been a lot of questions around the comprehensive plan, so I just wanted to clarify the comprehensive plan process. And make it clear that the public hearing remains open and we welcome further comments. We are working with our consultants to make certain revisions to the comp plan based on the community's feedback. And we will be publishing a notice shortly for the continuation of the hearing for a date in November. So please continue to check the city website for updates for the updated plan and for the notice for the next public hearing.
Thank you. And also, Acting Mayor, do we have a date yet for the next public hearing or no?
No, sir.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
No
for that.
problem.
All right,
Acting
next,
President?
No way.
Councilmember Boxell, any closing comments?
I just want to say thank you to Officer Boxhill and the rest of my family for coming and joining us today. Thank you, wife, kids, sister.
Right, that's right. Thank you. Thank you.
The Box Hills.
That's right. Councilmember Thompson, any closing comments?
Yes, I like to promote the new show, The Box Hills, coming out on Netflix very soon. No, I'd like to say thank you to everyone in the chambers for wearing a splash of pink today because we are still in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So they made me feel like I left them out the last time, so I had to remind them this time. So thank you so much for supporting the awareness of breast cancer. That's all.
Thank you. And Councilwoman Gleason.
The most important thing, early voting starts this coming Saturday, October 25th through November 2nd. You can call the clerk's office, go on cmvny.com for when the early voting is open. It is very important that we get out the vote. There was a primary, but there is still now a general election. Your voice needs to be heard. Thank you.
Thank you. As acting president, I'm kind of loath to close the meeting because I'm having so much fun being here. But we do have a short meeting this evening, so I will wrap it up quickly. I ditto what Councilwoman Gleason said. Please go and vote. October 25th is known as the Golden Day because on that day you can register to vote and vote early at the same time. So please vote early, register if you aren't registered, but please go and vote without a lot of words. Now it's as crucial as it's ever been, probably in our lifetimes, to make sure that you're active and you go and vote. With that being said, if there are no other comments, I could have a motion to close the meeting.
I make a motion to close the public meeting.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Brown,
Aye.
Councilman Boxell,
Aye.
Councilwoman Gleason,
Aye.
Councilman Thompson, Acting President Potteet.
Aye. Meeting adjourned.